I'll let you know. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khair for tuning into our daily Ramadan program. May Allah reward everyone here. May Allah, as usual, may Allah accept our efforts in this month and boost us and allow us to strive in these final literally half of Ramadan is gone. So may Allah allow us to strive in the remaining half of this blessed month. As usual, we're going to start off the program with some Quran recitation. We have our beloved brother Ahmed, who's going to be reciting something for us, inshallah. Whenever you're ready, bro.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. واصبر نفسك مع الذين يدعون ربهم بالغداة والعشي يريدون وجهه ولا تعد عيناك عنهم تريد زينة الحياة الدنيا ولا تطع من أغفلنا قلبه عن ذكرنا واتبع هواه وكان أمره فرطا وقل الحق من ربكم فمن شاء فليؤمن ومن شاء فليكفر إنا أعتدنا للظالمين نارا أحاط بهم سرادقها وإن يستغيثوا يغاثوا بماء كالمهل يشوي الوجوه بئس الشراب وساءت مرتفقا إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات إنا لا نضيع أجر من أحسن عملا أولئك لهم جنات عدن تجري من تحتهم الأنهار يحلون فيها من أساور من ذهب ويلبسون ثيابا خضرا من سندس واستبرق متكئين فيها على الأرائك نعم الثواب وحسنت مرتفقا واضرب لهم مثلا رجلين جعلنا لأحدهما جنتين من أعناب وحففناهما بنخل وجعلنا بينهما زرعا كلتا الجنتين آتت أكلها ولم تظلم منه شيئا وفجرنا خلالهما نهرا وكان له ثمر فقال لصاحبه وهو يحاوره أنا أكثر منك مالا وأعز نفرا ودخل جنته وهو ظالم لنفسه قال ما أظن أن تبيد هذه أبدا وما أظن الساعة قائمة ولئن رددت إلى ربي لأجدن خيرا منها منقلبا قال له صاحبه وهو يحاوره أكفرت بالذي خلقك من تراب ثم من نطفة ثم سواك رجلا لكن هو الله ربي ولا أشرك بربي أحدا ولولا إذ دخلت جنتك قلت ما شاء الله لا قوة إلا بالله إن ترني أنا أقل منك مالا وولدا فعسى ربي أن يؤتيني خيرا من جنتك ويرسل عليها حسبانا من السماء فتصبح صعيدا زلقا أو يصبح ماؤها جعله طلبا وأحيط بثمره فأصبح يقلب كفيه على ما أنفق فيها وهي خاوية على عروشها ويقول يا ليتني لم أشرك بربي أحدا ولم تكن له فئة ينصرونه من دون الله وما كان منتصرا هنالك الولاية لله الحق هو خير ثوابا وخير عقبا واضرب لهم مثل الحياة الدنيا كماء إن أنزلناه من السماء فاختلط به نبات الأرض فأصبح هشيما تذروه الرياح وكان الله على كل شيء مقتدرا المال والبنون زينة الحياة الدنيا والباقيات الصالحات خير عند ربك ثوابا وخير أملا ويوم نسير الجبال وترى الأرض بارزة وحشرناهم فلم نغادر منهم أحدا وعرضوا على ربك صفا لقد جئتمونا كما خلقناكم أول مرة بل زعمتم أن لن نجعل لكم موعدا ووضع الكتاب فترى المجرمين مشفقين مما فيه ويقولون يا ويلتنا ما لهذا الكتاب لا يغادر صغيرة ولا كبيرة إلا أحصاها ووجدوا ما عملوا حاضرا ولا يظلم ربك أحدا صدق.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah, jazakallah khair for the beautiful recitation. Pretty lengthy one, but alhamdulillah, it's still beautiful as always. We're going to quickly move on. We have our guest speaker here following last week's amazing presentation on the fiqh, the basics of fiqh and the madhab. I'm going to hand it over to our beloved guest speaker, Abu Bilal. Whenever he's ready, inshallah, he will begin.
أهلا وسهلا ما شاء الله تبارك الله حياكم الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله وكفى والصلاة والسلام على النبي المصطفى وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين ما شاء الله تبارك الله وجوه طيبة. I am happy to see 15 days of Ramadan fasting over, almost over, and still everyone smiling. Allahu Akbar, mashallah, including Zain. Is Zain smiling today? Zain was our top scorer last week, mashallah, tabarakallah, answering all the way. So, khair wa barakah, mashallah, tabarakallah. I had a challenge last week to all of you, which was to make wudu out of 1 glass of water, with 1 glass of water. Now, hands up if anyone has managed to do that. First of all, camera on if you can do camera on, inshallah. That would be good to see more people interacting, inshallah. And the rest of you, has anyone tried it? At least, I heard the organizer saying at least one person has actually done it. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. No comments. No one is answering. No one has done anything.
I think some of the brothers are a bit shy.
La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. That doesn't work with me. I'm sorry. I mean, if you want someone who just have a talk straight into the camera for 40 minutes, we can do that. Here we go. Someone has said, Aisha, mashallah, tabarakallah. I tried, but it didn't work for me. It did work. Allahu Akbar. Okay. Well, I did.
Sheikh, there is someone actually done it last week as well, but he sent me the link in YouTube.
Mashallah, tabarakallah. Hello, Allah. No, we need to see those links, inshallah. And anyways, right, I did say that everyone should have a glass of water and we're going to make wudu together today. Is that the case? So I got mine ready over there. Look at this. So I'm going to get my socks off today I need someone else to also get their socks off. Otherwise, I'm going to be alone here.
Which brother's going to step up?
Zayn is there, as usual, mashallah. Zayn, Habibis. If Zayn doesn't win anything this year, in all these different competitions, Zayn needs to have an award from me, right? That is something just for the fact that he's participating. Mashallah, tabarakallah. Right, okay. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off here. It's going to be difficult to make wudu with this on here. Otherwise, see if the sound is I got a whole setup here. I need to make sure that everybody is actually on board and that you can hear me and see me as well. Well, let's see the camera. Right. Got it, bro. Good. Alhamdulillah. Yes? Good. Oh, the cat is doing. I see a cat with Nabil. Is the cat doing wudu? La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah.
Inshallah, he'll be performing the hustle as well.
Khair, inshallah. Okay, so today's aim is to make wudu, inshallah, with one glass of water. That's a challenge, and I want everyone to sort of do it together, inshallah. So I'm going to do first, and you can do after me, inshallah. Make sure I don't want any complaints from parents afterwards, right? So no wet carpets in the end or anything like that, please. Yeah. To say, oh, they did some crazy stuff online here. Look, all the living room is wet now and all of that stuff. I don't want that stuff, right? Okay, so get prepared, like I did here. I have look, I have a sofa on the floor. I got a bowl over there, right? So get ready, inshallah, for this. Now, here we go. I'm going to move back a bit. Bismillah. Bismillah. I'm going to put the chair here. Now, here we go. Right, this is my glass of water. You can see, and this one here is empty. Right, what I'm going to do is just to make sure that no one is cheating here. I'm going to put this over in this one here because this one here has an easier way than to make wudu from. That's why I'm going to change. But otherwise, this is too big. Here we go. Bismillah. Good. Right. So everyone ready? Everyone participating? I can't see no one making wudu. Is Zayn there? I can see Zayn out in the
Inshallah, I'll be performing tayammum.
La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. There is no tayammum with water in its proximity. Allahu Akbar. You know what they say? For learning Arabic, it's like wudu and tayammum. Okay, do you get that? Who's with me? Learning Arabic, right? If you want to learn Arabic and learn Islam, that is the origin. That is wudu. Everything else is tayammum. If you want to learn Islam in English, in Urdu, in whatever other language, all of that is considered tayammum, right? The origin is only in Arabic. Just on the side here. We're talking about it. Anyways, what's the first thing we're going to say? Those who are not doing and performing it, I need to help you to help us, inshallah. So what's the first thing we're going to do in wudu?
Washing the hands. Attention, yeah, first.
Intention is always key for everything, right? Innamal a'malu binniyat. Everything is judged by the intention. So very important that we have an intention, and our intention is to do what?
To perform wudu from one cup.
Forget the one cup, that is okay. We'll just make wudu. The intention to make wudu. But why? Why do we make wudu?
For the sake of Allah.
For the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Very good. To get ready to be able to do ibadah, right? To do ibadah and to be prepared. It's called like a ritual ablution. That's what it's called, right? And we got to make sure that we are clean on the inside and clean on the outside if you want to pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Clean on the inside would be what? La ilaha illallah. That's it. That's how you clean inside. Okay? La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. And from the outside, we perform wudu. What is important when it comes to water? What are you going to do? What kind of water can you use for wudu? Is it like any kind of water?
Has to be
water.
Has to be what water? What's the kind of water I can use for wudu?
Subhans had said mutlaq.
Sorry?
Mutlaq. The Prophet said.
Ma mutlaq.
Yeah.
MashaAllah. Water that is still upon the original creation of Allah. That's the kind of water we can use. Water that is still upon the original creation from Allah. So like what? Like river water? Is that possible?
Yeah, river.
River is good, alhamdulillah. What about
sea?
What about sea water? Sea water is still good?
Yeah.
Still good, mashallah. So rainwater, still good?
Yes, from the Christian.
What about if you're in the Swiss mountains, like we go sometimes, because I'm from Switzerland, right? You go like skiing and you're in the Swiss mountains, you have no water, right? It's all snowy. What you going to do there? Can you take the snow? Can you take snow and make wudu with snow?
I think it's still source of water.
It's possible. It's possible. It's a bit challenging. It's a bit challenging. You take snow, right, and you rub it until it becomes water. But it's valid. It's valid, right? What about tea? Tea. No, we got a big no there. Look at that. Hafsa goes, no way. Yasir says no. Why not? Why not? Why can't I? It's nice. It's not najis. It's tea. If there's no other water around, why can't I use tea? Imagine you're in the middle of the desert. There's no other water except for tea that you have in your bag. Can I do wudu? Too hot. That's not the reason.
How can you have water without tea?
Sorry?
How can you have tea without water? So you can.
What I'm saying, Habibi, look, imagine you're in the desert.
Just
there's no water around, but you got tea in your bag.
Subhanallah, tea.
So now the decision is, am I using the tea for wudu or am I making tayammum? What's it going to be?
You're going to be doing tayammum like me.
It's going to be tayammum, is it?
Yeah.
Why not the tea though? It's pure, it's nice, you can drink it, no najis.
I think طاهر وليس طهور.
Not classified as water.
Because it has changed one of the three things. Oh, what are the three things? If water changes one of the three things, it is not good. Only one needs to change and it's not good anymore for wudu. Right? What are the three things? Zain, go ahead.
So the water is
Look at this. We got Salsabil there. Salsabil goes straight in. Color, smell, taste. Tough. Teaching us all a lesson. One of them changes, no wudu possible anymore, right? Yes or no? What about Coca-Cola? Is that possible? No Coca-Cola, right? In the middle of the desert? Not possible. What about swimming pool water? That's a challenging one. That's a challenging one. What about swimming pool water? Can you make wudu with swimming pool water?
Nah, because
no chemicals. Forget about the chemicals. Yeah. If they are tahir, I hope they're tahir at least. Otherwise, you're swimming in najis, and we don't want that. It's stagnant, but it's a lot. It's stagnant, but it's a lot. Anyway, there is a difference of opinion about swimming pool water, and it really comes down to whether the chlor you can smell too much or not. Really, right? Some say if it's little, you can do it, and some say no, just go make wudu without water. Anyways, let us start, inshallah. That was a little bit about the water we can use to make wudu. Right, then after the intention, and we made sure that we have got the right water, what is the next? What do we say? What goes first?
Bismillah.
Bismillah. So we say Bismillah, and then what are we going to do?
wash our hands.
Wash our hands. Excellent. Wash our hands. So we are following the sunnah here, inshallah. We're going no shortcuts all the way through, inshallah. Here we go. Bismillah. Washing our hands. Inshallah. Washing our hands. Right. So the sunnah is to do it 3 times. What if you do it once only? Is that okay? Is once okay too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, acceptable. If I don't have a lot of water, can I do it once?
Yes.
Yes, as long as I'm covering the entire area. Okay? Yes, when you cover the entire area, you can do it once, but it has to be wet all the way. And I need to make sure that there's nothing here to prevent from, in terms of like, you know, something that prevents this, the water to reach the skin. So I need to make sure. So if I was doing some, I don't know, some arts and crafts, I got some glue, for example, on my hands, I need to wash off the glue because the glue would prevent the water of reaching the skin. So if I got glue here, I need anything that I can scratch off, right? That needs to go. Otherwise, I can't make wudu. I need to scratch it off first. But if I have like, let's say some pen marks or something, and it's difficult to scratch off, really, it's not really hindering the water reaching the skin. That's fine. It's fine, right? Okay, good. I wash my hands now. What is next? Who can help me?
Gargling.
Right. There's different ways. The next is the mouth and the nose. Mouth and nose, right?
Yeah.
And there's different ways. So you can do it separately. You take water in the right hand, you go for the mouth. You do that, and then you do the nose. Or you can do, there is a narration, you do it together. So you do take a little bit of water and you put it in the mouth and in the nose at the same time, and you blow it off with your left hand. Does it make sense? We're going to go for that one, inshallah. Here we go. And obviously, when you're fasting, you've got to be careful. Because you don't want to go like, okay? Normally, you gargle, you do properly, but in fasting, you can do, you be careful. There's a hadith on that, right? Here we go. Bismillah.
Bismillah.
Here we go. Well, those who are disgusted by this, I'm sorry. Is Zayn doing it? Who is doing it as well? I can only see. I can see Zainab, but he's only very small on my screen there. Okay, that's it. What's next?
The face.
Go for the face.
Yeah.
What is important when we do the face? You can tell me.
You
Where does the face start? Where does it end?
from
Forehead to the chin.
Hairline to the chin,
From
earlobe.
the hairline
Yeah.
to the chin,
elobe to elobe.
and from elobe to elobe. Excellent. MashaAllah. Here we go. Do that. We do it together.
Bismillah.
Making sure I got the whole face. Okay.
What if you're bald?
Say again.
What if you're bald and you don't have no hair?
If you're bald, then where it would be normally. Where it normally would be.
I
Okay.
Yeah. Brother
I
asked
mean,
a
your
similar
face is
question.
not up top here, is it? If somebody says, where's your face? You're not going like, yeah, it's here. Right? We're not measuring it with the thing like, oh my God, like 2 millimeters down, here. No, come on, approximately where your hair would be, inshallah. It's about the face.
What about your beard?
Now we come to the beard. Excellent. What about the beard?
Is it different for thin parts and thick parts?
Right. If you have a thick beard, right, it's enough if you go over it like this. Okay. And sunnah to go in between. But if you have a little bit beard, you gotta be going through it properly. Anyways, we go through it properly, inshallah. That's it. Good? Okay, I'm done with my face. Good. What is next?
Arms
Okay, so
to the elbows.
the best way of doing it, if you take some water in your fist like this and you let it run down. What is important is that at this point we wash our arm all the way from the very top of our fingers all the way down to
Elbow.
our elbow, right? The whole thing has to be covered properly, okay? No shortcuts there, please, yeah? Here we go. We take it and we let it run down.
Bismillah.
Good. And we cover it properly and all the way. There's even a hadith that is from the fitrah to make sure that you do this baramish here. Here, this. Yeah, you rub it. Sometimes there's like dust or something in between here. So you make sure that you cover the whole area. If you have a watch, you've got to move your watch a little bit. MashaAllah, Zain. Well done. Yeah, and you have a finger ring, you got to move your finger ring a little bit. So to make sure that there's water reaching every little bit. And we do this 3 times as well, yeah? Here we go. Let it run down. Here we go. Good. One more time. Here we go. All the way. Now, first right and then left. That's the sunnah, right?
Yeah.
What about if I do it left and right? Is that okay as well? Would
Yeah.
that count?
It would count because it's still faraid.
It will count. It will count, but it's not the sunnah to do left first. It's the right goes first and then the left. Okay, that's one. That's 2. And one more time. Here we go. That's 3. Good, all the way. Allahu Akbar. We make sure that between the fingers, right? Good, here we go. What's next?
Masha.
The head, right. And so the sunnah here is, I know that we have some Shafi madhab here. Now in the Shafi madhab, it's enough if you touch 3 hairs, right? But let's do it like, even Imam Shafi says sunnah is to do the whole head, right? So let's not take any shortcuts, inshallah. So you take water in your hand, make it wet, and then you drop it. You don't need any, we're not making ghusl, right? You just need to be wet here. You go from the front to the back, and then back front again. That's it. And then with the same, you go in the ears as well. Index finger inside the ears, all the way around, and with the thumb behind. That's it. You get that? Good. If you want to take new water for the ears, that is fine as well. You can do that, inshallah. Good. I know that in the Hanafi madhab, you will go now for the
Back of the neck.
back of the neck as well. However, according to my research, without any disrespect, it lacks evidence, right? So I'm not going to do that, inshallah. Right, so what's the next up?
Feet.
The feet, right? I said we're not taking any shortcuts, so we're not taking any mess or anything like that. We go with the feet now. What is important is that we wash our feet all the way from our ankles, yes, and also our heels, be important, our heels, and our toes in between our toes as well, right? The Prophet ﷺ saw some people once who made wudu and then they forgot to wash their heels, right? And he was warning them, and be careful about your aqab, yeah? You gotta make sure that everything is washed. Now, here we go. See, already I'm wasting water here. Good, that's one. In between the toes, properly, that's 2. And that's 3. Everything is wet, everything is good. That's the right foot first, sunnah. Now we go for the left foot. Including the ankles properly, between the toes. The sunnah is to do between the toes with the little finger. By the way, if you can do that, yeah? Like this. That's the sunnah. Again. 2, 3.
If you have socks on, then how do you do it?
Oh, we come to the socks. Here we go. 3. MashaAllah. And that will be our wudu complete. Yes? What's the dua after wudu? What's the dua after wudu?
أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا رسول
You
الله.
say the shahada, yes. Take some tissues. You say أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وأشهد أن محمدا رسول الله اللهم اجعلني من التوابين واجعلني من المتطهرين. Right? And here we go. Is anything left? Allahu Akbar. We still have about a quarter. We still have about a quarter.
I finished.
So is it possible to make wudu with 1 cup of water?
That's enough for you, iftar.
Absolutely. Alhamdulillah. Right, that was my demonstration. You take the chair again here. Good. So it's important that we make sure that we do. Zain, how did it go?
Good.
Did it go good? Did you make water as well? Where's your cup? Is there anything left inside?
Oh, it got finished.
You finished it.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. So these things are very, very important, and we make sure that we make wudu properly. We make sure that the water reaches the skin everywhere and everything is wet properly, inshallah. And we don't use like a whole swimming pool for one wudu. Right? That's usually the case when we go, subhanallah, somebody goes into the bathroom, you're going to make wudu, okay? And the next thing you hear is like, are you making a ghusl? Are you taking a bath? Are you swimming in there? La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Okay? So use, consider it nicely water, but then also the opposite. You know, some people go inside and after like 10 seconds, they're out again. So, did you make wudu? Well, let me check. Is it dry, 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 dry? Everything is dry. How do you make wudu? You have to be careful, right? Is that clear for everyone? Excellent. So what if this, we made wudu now, it's complete, we said the dua, but imagine, I need to explain 2 more things. Imagine halfway through, my phone was ringing, and it was something like, I was like, my mom, okay? I need to take this, it's like this urgent. So I'm taking the phone, I'm talking to her for, let's say 15 minutes, and then I finish, and I want to go back. Now, question, can I just continue where I stopped, or do I need to make wudu from scratch, from the beginning again?
Yes, you can.
What means yes, you can?
Continue.
Yes, you can continue.
Can I? Just like that? What if I talked with her for 2 hours?
Oh.
Okay, you might have to start again. If you're
Then I might have to start again. So what is the had? What is like, okay, what's the, anyone knows?
As long as you don't break it.
As long as I don't break the wudu.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see what the scholars say is, as long as your last limb that you have made wudu, yani let's imagine I washed the left hand and then my mom calls, right? So left hand is my last limb that I washed, right? So as long as this is not dry, I can continue, okay? But if this is dried up, then that's it. That's too long of a fast, that's too long of a break. I need to go and start from scratch again. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Okay, that's one thing. Second thing, what about fulfilling the order from the beginning to the end? Could I potentially, just asking, could I start with my left foot and make my way backwards through wudu all the way to our hands? Can I do that?
No. No.
No! Haram! Who said that? MashaAllah. Okay, I'll give you a little turfa. I'll give you a little story here. Okay? Are you ready for it? Allahu Akbar. Look, I have to be honest, right? Me, as I said last time, me and my brothers, I have 2 brothers. They're both younger than me, but mashallah, tabarakallah. I don't know whether they're watching today. They are bigger in every format, right? But they're younger. I'm only older, but mashallah. So me and my 2 brothers, we grew up as Muslims by name, right? We knew the basics, but we didn't know much about everything. I told the story last time, right? Until my secondary school teacher, when she asked me about Islam, and so I had to learn how to make wudu when I was 15. Okay, I didn't know. All the years before that, when we went to the masjid, the way we used to make wudu is get into the shower. That's it. Get into the shower and then make sure that you don't lose your wudu until you reach the masjid, right? And we thought, look at this. We thought, how am I going to do that? There's 1 hour to drive to the masjid, and then my dad wants to be really early there, and oh my God, we thought when we go and sleep, that's it. We're just safe. We are safe. So we used to go to the car and just sleep, as soon as possible. Anyways, later we learned. So when I was 15, I was learning how to make wudu, and there was no one to teach me. So someone gave me a booklet. I wish I had it here. I don't have it here. It's back in Switzerland. A small booklet, how to make wudu in German language. Die Gebetswaschung, in German language. The problem was, it's funny, because this was it was an Arabic booklet, but someone translated it. However, and this is beyond my understanding, they forgot to change the sides. When you have an Arabic book or the Quran, you open it like this and you read it from right to left. Okay, that's the Arabic language, correct? The Quran you read from right to left. You start from this side and you make your way Surah Al-Fatiha, Surah Al-Nas. That's all the Arabic books. But obviously English and German, we do it the other way around. We start from here. So what they did, they translated the book, but they didn't change the order. So when I went and I opened the booklet and I went to the page where the picture were for wudu, guess what was the first picture on there?
Oh.
What was the first picture?
It was the feet.
It was the feet, the left foot, exactly. So I am going to make wudu, starting with my left foot. And we used to make wudu for weeks and weeks and weeks. We used to make wudu, basically starting with our left foot and making our way all the way back to our hands, right? That's how we make wudu. And so we learned how to make wudu. My brothers, myself, we were proud. We now know how to make wudu. We go to the masjid. And so in the masjid, we now know how to make wudu. We're making wudu, start with our left foot. The problem was that everybody was looking like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? And they're making wudu, what are you doing? So you can't make wudu like that. I go, of course I can. I read it in a book, right? Obviously, we got taught otherwise afterwards. Anyway, that was one of the embarrassing moments. But hey, at least I have one consolidation. Listen to this. According to the Hanafi madhab, it's okay. According to one madhab, it's fine. The order is not important. The majority of scholars say, no, you got to have, even, you have to follow the order. But the Hanafi madhab say you got to follow the order, but if you didn't, if you made it backwards, for whatever reason, your wudu is valid. So alhamdulillah, at least according to the Hanafi madhab, we are good. We are good to go. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Anyways, so this was my little story about the order of wudu. Good. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Was that beneficial? Did we learn it? I got a question for you lot as well here, right? I got a question. Oh my days. Look at this. I prepared a game and question and answer and slides, and we are with the time nowhere. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. But this is important. Listen carefully. I'm getting a lot of questions sometimes of people who say, look, I am in doubt. Like, I'm in serious doubt. Like, I'm washing my right hand and my left hand. I come to my head, and then I doubt. I don't know whether I washed my mouth, and I'm going back, and I am like, oh my God, like me taking wudu takes like 10 minutes, 15 minutes, and I'm always constantly, and I'm washing, and I'm rubbing, and I'm rubbing, and I'm rubbing, and I don't know whether, I'm good or not. What do we say for a person like that?
Is the shaitan tricking you?
Yeah, I do think shaitan is trying to trick you. First, shaitan tried to get you away from wudu completely, right? Don't make wudu, don't make salah. Now that you are actually making wudu, now he wants to make it difficult for you. You see, this is amongst the tricks of shaitan. Be careful. Wudu is easy. Alhamdulillah. The religion is easy. There is nothing difficult in it. MashaAllah, tabarakah. No need to go like, and then people get skin problems and all kinds of things. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Yeah? Be aware that this is one of the tricks of shaitan. Take it easy. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. And you go with it. Actually, don't say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Just say Bismillah and you go for it. Okie dokie. Everybody good?
Dad, what about the socks thing?
Sorry?
What about the
Oh, the
socks?
socks bit. Yes, the socks bit. Let me put on my socks. I can show you. So obviously, this is a huge question that a lot of people have, right? Can I make mess? This is called mess over my socks, or do I have to wash my feet, right? And look, it's a valid difference of opinion. The valid difference of opinion. Some say socks can't, you can't. No, has to be leather socks, right? Leather socks, everybody agreed. If you have wudu and you put on leather socks, then everyone agrees that you can make mess over them. For the next 24 hours, you're good to go. Okay, as long as you don't take them off, you can, when you come to the feet, you can wipe over your socks. Okay, let me show you. So the way it's done, I need to push my camera down a bit, right? So you make wudu all the way. You make wudu all the way until you come to your feet. And if you have wudu and you put your socks whilst having wudu, then at this point, next time you're making wudu, within the 24 hours period, you can make your hands wet, right? Slightly wet. And then the sunnah would be to go and do it. Let me move this, right? At the same time, you put your hands like this and you just move back. That's it. Once is enough. And if you do right first and left then, that is fine as well. No problem. The question, however, is, can I do that on normal socks? Right? That is the question everyone seems to have. Look, I don't want to go into too much debates here. According to my research, and I'm taking this now, this is me personally, you don't have to follow me. According to my research, socks are good as well. You can do, as long as they are slightly thicker, right? And not these kind of thin nylon socks. The kind of thin nylon socks, I avoid them. I don't make mess over them. Okay, no. But any kind of normal, slightly thicker socks that cover the entire area all the way to the ankles and up, and you make wudu and you put this on, I'm good to go. You can go in there, inshallah, and you can make mess over these socks. According to my research, okay? This is, I need to put this disclaimer out there, because there's a difference of opinion, okay? And you see, you do it, you don't do it, there's valid opinions, scholars who have said you can, scholars who have said you can't. My argumentation is really that there are there are narrations from several Sahaba that they used to make mess over socks, not leather socks, cotton socks. And therefore, I'm okay with that. If the Sahaba used to do it, I'm good with that. That's my kind of argumentation. But hey, don't do like the one who I've seen in the Excel arena. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. I don't know what this person was confused. Listen, I was there years and years ago. I think it was one of those GPU events, you know, where there's like 20,000 Muslims going to East London Excel arena, one of those big events. Yes. That was in pre-COVID times, mashallah. And so it came to the point where it was time for Salah. So we went to make wudu. And there was a long queue. Allah Mustaan. I felt sorry for the cleaner down there. I don't think he was a Muslim. He just gave up. There was like Muslims everywhere, and you thought you were entering a swimming pool. I'm telling you, it was wet. The cleaning, the man, he was just leaning on his what do you call the stick, right? He gave up. That's it. It was And so the person in front of me was making wudu, and listen to this. So he made wudu and he came to his feet, and I don't know what he thought. Am I making mess? Am I not making mess? I don't know what he thought. But what he ended up doing was he put his foot with his sock on into the sink, and he let the water go on it. And what? I mean, seriously. And then that sock into the shoes. And I'm thinking, La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Am I telling him? Am I not telling him? Is he going to pray now? Oh, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. So that avoid, okay? We don't do that kind of thing. Either you do mess, alhamdulillah, or you take your socks off. But no socks in the sink, please. Excellent. Right, I need to swiftly move on because I have a short presentation here. Are we good for the presentation, or shall we leave that for next week?
I think we should leave it for next week, inshallah.
Oh, we had a big question. We had a big question about madhab. Yes.
Because I feel as though it's a lot of content. We don't want to skip. We don't rush through.
We don't want to skip it. Okay, never mind. I got it prepared. And these are important questions, inshallah. So let me set the challenge for next week, inshallah. And then we have like 2 minutes for Q&A. Is that okay?
We're going to be having a Kahoot instead. So what you've taught, so everything we've
Allah, you prepared that?
Yeah. But we can do Q&A now. We can do quick Q&A right now.
Okay, quick Q&A. Anybody has a question? No question.
Bismillah. I think they're going to be spamming the chat in like a couple of seconds.
Allah. Okay, until the questions roll in, let me set the challenge for next week. Next week, we want to talk about the questions that we didn't talk about last week about madhab. Do you need to have a madhab? Do you have to follow a madhab? What's the best way of learning fiqh? And so on and so on. And we also want to talk about the shurut as-salah, which is the what? What are the shurut as-salah? Who knows that? What are shurut as-salah? Shurut as-salah, they are the conditions of salah. Basically, you have to do a couple of things before you pray, otherwise it's not valid. Okay? So I need 2 things. My challenge has 2 things. 1, can you enumerate all the shurut of salah? That is 1. I want, if you can send in what is considered to be shartu salah, yani things that I need to do before I say Allahu Akbar. I'll give you an example. Facing the Qibla is 1. Okay, facing the Qibla is a shart. If I'm not facing the Qibla before I say Allahu Akbar, my salah is not valid. So that is one of the challenge. Can you point all the shurut to salah? My second challenge is on the point of facing the Qibla, I want to know 4 exceptions where your salah is valid even though you are not facing the Qibla. Okay? How we got here? We got Mr. Laced here. What? You can pray like that? No, you can't. But there are exceptions. Right? MashaAllah. So all of that next week, inshallah. You've got one question in there. What to do if you have doubts about your wudu? Face off the shaitan, Habibi. No doubts. A Muslim is strong. Yeah? المؤمن القوي خير وأحب إلى الله من المؤمن الضعيف. Right? The strong Muslim, strong here, and here as well, is more beloved and better to Allah than the weak Muslim. And there's khair in both of them. The point is, say, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Take your time and just move on. There is a rule I'll give you. When it comes to wudu, when it comes to any ibadah. Once you have finished with the ibadah, you have completed the ibadah, any doubts that come after that, let's say after half an hour, shaitan tells you, yeah, but you didn't have wudu. Forget it. Once the ibadah is complete, you forget about it. That's it. Khalas. You don't go back to it. And also the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he used to say, or he said to the Sahaba, some people have doubts like, did I lose my wudu? Did I, pass wind, for example, or not? The Prophet ﷺ said, look, if you feel like you may have passed wind and lost wudu, right? You got to have either you heard it or you smelled it, right? If you didn't hear it, passing wind, or you didn't smell it, your wudu is intact. You go on, right? We don't entertain shaitan. Maybe I've lost wudu. Oh, I did feel something, is a little bit ticklish down there. Maybe I lost wudu, maybe not. And then you have this kind of Muslim who's always running between the living room and the bathroom and back to the living room and back to the bathroom. And one salah takes like 1 hour. Why? Because, maybe I've lost wudu. Maybe I didn't lose wudu. Don't entertain shaitan. Be strong. Okay? Okay. That is the short answer. Obviously, if people are in it and need a long answer, then we need to have one-on-one to deal with that. But this is something people sometimes do complain about. Good. Okay. Get a wudu checklist. That is one. Yeah, mashallah. You can do that as well. That was a suggestion. You're going to tick it off. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mashallah. Tabarakallah. Okay. I think there's no more questions. So let's go with the Kahoot. Yes?
Yes. Perfect timing.
Excellent. Excellent. Go on.
Jazakallah khair for the beautiful demonstration. I think we'll feel motivated to perform with all less water. It's doable. We can't be complaining no more. It still had some water at the end, so none of this. I can't do it.
A quarter is still there.
Subhanallah.
Okay, so we can do it.
No worries.
We'll make ghusl with the remaining quarter here. No. We can't do that.
A mission impossible.
Allahu Akbar. Mission impossible if you have a lot of water. But once you have not a lot of water, everything is, you see, we are living in luxury, seriously. Because this here, we're saying, oh my God, he did manage to make wudu. Look at this. But in the time of the Prophet ﷺ, that was norm. That was how you do it. Okay? So it is us who are messed up. Anyways, go on.
Bismillah.
Are we co-hosting this together?
I guess.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Last week you did a Kahoot with the Osman series, right? The history part on Monday. I got my kids there and they were having a battle with Muhammad. Muhammad Ghazi there, right?
Oh, he was top of the leaderboard.
Allah. I didn't even know they were participating, my kids. But they gave Muhammad a challenge, did they?
Allahumma barik.
We're going to win this time, inshallah.
They came first, though.
They did come first, yeah. Alhamdulillah. They came to me afterwards. They, we won. I said, okay, alhamdulillah. Right, we got it here. Look at this. Look at these names, mashallah. Ammar what's this? Samiha, Kid, Ubaid, number 1. That's it. Zakaria is there, Abu Luqman, Zain. Allahu Akbar. MashaAllah. Alhamdulillah.
Sarah.
We'll give it 1 more minute until everyone...
L and B. Adam Taslim with an emoji. Yeah, Muhammad, really? You want us to also come in now?
You're not going to win.
Look at that.
Muhammad is aiming for that championship belt.
He's still mourning over last week's loss. He's not settling for second.
Second place is not enough for me.
You see, that is ambitious. That is, mashallah. Go for it.
Give it 30 more seconds, inshallah.
How many questions is it, Anas?
10.
No worries, inshallah. We're going to try our best to quickly whiz through it.
How do you pronounce your name? Laced?
That's not his real name.
That's not his real name.
My name's Omar.
Omar, Habibi. MashaAllah.
Embrace your name. Embrace your identity.
Alhamdulillah. At my school, I gave the kids an opportunity to choose their own kunya once. Ya Allah, did they come back with names? Abu Asad and Abu this and Ummu that and Allahu Akbar. If kids were to choose their own names, Allah. It's good that parents take that job. Here we go. MashaAllah. Click. First steps in wudu. You were quick, MashaAllah. Here we go. Allahu Akbar.
I clicked the wrong one.
I was about to go for red. Well, I'm not participating anyway, but hey, that is. I'm interested in this. Look at that. Look at that. It is the intention, right? Nabil? Nabil?
Looking for Nia.
Are you there as well?
Should give others
You're
a chance.
hosting and you're participating? MashaAllah.
I don't want Muhammad to get that #1 spot.
Look at that.
I'm holding it for your kids, don't worry.
Well, you got to be careful with Hakeem, Hannah. My kids are not here today. Go on, inshallah. Come on, still a way to go. I'm looking for Zakaria as well. He's got his camera on. I need Zakaria on the leaderboard. And Subhan as well.
I took my time answering this, so I'm being.
But it
nice.
doesn't clearly say if it's talk about the fara'id or the sunnah.
That's a tricky one now here. You have to rinse your mouth 3 times. We're going into deep fiqh now, Habibi.
Yeah. It says you have to.
واجب من صحة الشروط صحة الوضوء or not. Don't have to rinse your mouth.
Guys, you get points for speed and accuracy. So
MashaAllah.
take your time.
That's a 50-51. Anas, care to explain? على أي مذهب وأي قول? Allahu Akbar.
Yes, Nabil, I'm behind you now.
Nabil is still in the front.
You're gonna say this, Subhan. Don't worry.
Which condition does water have to be in to make wudu with?
Oh no, I think I did that wrong. Oh no.
Interesting.
Allahu Akbar.
Oh, alhamdulillah.
There's 2 correct answers.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah. So Anas, if you have like a large pond and it's not flowing, can I make wudu with it or not?
No, you can't.
No, you can. Why not?
You
Isn't
can
it
if it's
that-
clean.
It's not flowing.
Okay, we may need to talk about that next week.
Yeah.
MashaAllah, Nabil is still on top, but Muhammad Agazi got a star there. He's coming.
I think I may have blundered on this one.
Allah. We said اختلف العلماء. Allah.
No, I intentionally blundered to give the others a chance.
Yeah. That's how it works, right?
Yeah, but if
Omar, are you with us? Is Omar up there? Allahu Akbar.
Yeah. Whoa.
Oh, #1 is #1. Look at this. Silent, but all the way to top. MashaAllah. Sultan is coming as well. And Aisha is there as well. Come on, Aisha. Give them some run there. Hailstones to make wudu. Allahu Akbar. Now I want to see Anas making wudu with hailstones. That's next week.
How do you go cool with hailstones?
You never know. It might be hailstones next week in London. You never know.
You can.
We'll get it. We'll get it from the fridge or something close to it, inshallah. He can take the ice cubes and make wudu. MashaAllah. #1 is #1. Allahu Akbar. Oh, somebody was listening here. Is valid. He said it's valid. Has to be some Egyptian in there. Masri. وين المصريون؟ الله أكبر.
We are the majority here.
اللهم استعان. اللهم استعان. MashaAllah. Now it's interesting. Allah Akbar. Look at that. Sultan. all the way. Sultan, all the way. Muhammad, what's happening? Third place. Aisha, come on, give him a run. Come on, get him off the podium. Aisha.
Muhammad, hey guys.
Perform ghusl is a good one. MashaAllah, Anas. What's هذا? Allah Akbar. Allah Mustaan. Zain. Zain is fist bumping in the air. Where's Zain? Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Muhammad Aghazi and Nabil off the podium. Come on, guys.
This is the last question. 2 more questions.
Aisha, keep going. Come on. MashaAllah, tabarakallah.
I'm assuming there's 2 right answers.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. If that's
I think the right answer is the green one. Feel embarrassed to make wudu in public.
Well, let me just say, I did not make up these questions. They are, MashaAllah, squarely on the organizers. MashaAllah, tabarakallah.
I'm still in 5th place.
Skin condition, there's something to talk about that as well. But anyway, alhamdulillah. Good. Go on. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, but you can't be allergic to water.
Sorry?
No, some people.
Yes, you can.
Nah, and there's also when you like there's fear of death when it's too cold.
Multiple salah, be with one wudu. How do you do that?
Obviously.
Obviously.
I was almost saying the
You
answer.
said obviously. MashaAllah. Habibi, what's your name?
Your name?
Ibrahim.
Ibrahim. Hello, Allah. Wa alaikum assalam. MashaAllah. Aisha in the 3rd place. Number 1 is not number 1, and winner is, it's got to be Sultan. Yes, MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Well done, Sultan. Subhan. Allahu Akbar. Look at that small down there runner-ups. Who are the runner-ups?
I said it's better to give it opportunity for the youth this time.
Yeah. Of course. Ibrahim distracted you, is it?
Definitely.
Allahu musta'an. Allahu musta'an. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Khair wa barakah. Right, okay. I like to say from my part, Jazakumullahu khairan for participating today. It was a pleasure. And don't forget, for next week, inshallah, have a little research about the shurutu salah, the conditions for salah. And also when it comes to this one particular shart, which is the Qibla, right? I want to know, are there any circumstances where you don't have to face the Qibla and your salah is still valid? Your salah is still valid. Now, alhamdulillah. Good, I pass it on. MashaAllah.
Jazakallah khair for the beautiful topic, demonstration, everything today. It was amazing. But unfortunately, we have to quickly move on. We have to move on to our daily adhkar. We have our beloved brother Subhanahu will be reciting for us, inshallah. The Kahoot champion.
The winner.
Yeah.
Salam.
MashaAllah. MashaAllah.
Whenever you're ready, you may share screen and begin.
Alright then. Bismillah. Can you guys see the screen?
It should be coming in. Yeah. Alhamdulillah, we can see it.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وإن تبدوا ما في أنفسكم أو تخفوه يحاسبكم به الله فيغفر لمن يشاء ويعذب من يشاء والله على كل شيء قدير آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله وقالوا سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا أو أخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الفلق من شر ما خلق ومن شر غاسق إذا وقب ومن شر النفاثات في العقد ومن شر حاسد إذا حسد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل أعوذ برب الناس ملك الناس إله الناس من شر الوسواس الخناس الذي يوسوس في صدور الناس من الجنة والناس أمسينا وأمسى الملك لله والحمد لله لا شريك له لا إله إلا هو وإليه المصير أمسينا وأمسى الملك لله والحمد لله لا شريك له لا إله إلا هو وإليه المصير أمسينا وأمسى الملك لله والحمد لله لا شريك له لا إله إلا هو وإليه المصير. أمسينا على فطرة الإسلام وكلمة الإخلاص وعلى دين نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى ملة أبينا إبراهيم حنيفا وما كان من المشركين. أمسينا على فطرة الإسلام وكلمة الإخلاص وعلى دين نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى ملة أبينا إبراهيم حنيفا وما كان من المشركين. أمسينا على فطرة الإسلام وكلمة الإخلاص وعلى دين نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وعلى ملة أبينا إبراهيم حنيفا وما كان من المشركين. اللهم إني أمسيت منك في نعمة وعافية وستر فأتم علي نعمتك وعافيتك وسترك في الدنيا والآخرة. اللهم إني أمسيت منك في نعمة وعافية وستر فأتم علي نعمتك وعافيتك وسترك في الدنيا والآخرة. اللهم إني أمسيت منك في نعمة وعافية وستر فأتم علي نعمتك وعافيتك وسترك في الدنيا والآخرة. اللهم ما أمسى بي من نعمة أو بأحد من خلقك فمنك وحدك لا شريك لك فلك الحمد ولك الشكر. اللهم ما أمسى بي من نعمة أو بأحد من خلقك فمنك وحدك لا شريك لك فلك الحمد ولك الشكر. اللهم ما أمسى بي من نعمة أو بأحد من خلقك فمنك وحدك لا شريك لك فلك الحمد ولك الشكر. يا ربي لك الحمد كما ينبغي لجلال وجهك وعظيم سلطانك. يا ربي لك الحمد كما ينبغي لجلال وجهك وعظيم سلطانك. يا ربي لك الحمد كما ينبغي لجلال وجهك وعظيم سلطانك. رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد صلى الله عليه وسلم نبيا. رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد صلى الله عليه وسلم نبيا. رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد صلى الله عليه وسلم نبيا. سبحان الله وبحمده عدد خلقه ورضا نفسه وزنة عرشه ومداد كلماته. سبحان الله وبحمده عدد خلقه ورضا نفسه وزنة عرشه ومداد كلماته. سبحان الله وبحمده عدد خلقه ورضا نفسه وزنة عرشه ومداد كلماته. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من أن نشرك بك شيئا نعلمه ونستغفرك لما لا نعلمه. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من أن نشرك بك شيئا نعلمه ونستغفرك لما لا نعلمه. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من أن نشرك بك شيئا نعلمه ونستغفرك لما لا نعلمه. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. اللهم إني أعوذ بك من الهم والحزن وأعوذ بك من العجز والكسل وأعوذ بك من الجبن والبخل وأعوذ بك من غلبة الدين وقهر الرجال. اللهم إني أعوذ بك من الهم والحزن، وأعوذ بك من العجز والكسل، وأعوذ بك من الجبن والبخل، وأعوذ بك من غلبة الدين وقهر الرجال. اللهم إني أعوذ بك من الهم والحزن، وأعوذ بك من العجز والكسل، وأعوذ بك من الجبن والبخل، وأعوذ بك من غلبة الدين وقهر الرجال. اللهم عافني في بدني، اللهم عافني في سمعي، اللهم عافني في بصري، اللهم عافني في بدني، اللهم عافني في سمعي، اللهم عافني في بصري، اللهم عافني في بدني، اللهم عافني في سمعي، اللهم عافني في بصري. اللهم إني أعوذ بك من الكفر والفقر، وأعوذ بك من عذاب القبر، لا إله إلا أنت. اللهم إني أعوذ بك من الكفر والفقر، وأعوذ بك من عذاب القبر، لا إله إلا أنت. اللهم إني أعوذ بك من الكفر والفقر، وأعوذ بك من عذاب القبر، لا إله إلا أنت. اللهم أنت ربي، لا إله إلا أنت، خلقتني وأنا عبدك، وأنا على عهدك ووعدك ما استطعت. أعوذ بك من شر ما صنعت. أبوء لك بنعمتك علي وأبوء بذنبي، فاغفر لي فإنه لا يغفر الذنوب إلا أنت. اللهم أنت ربي، لا إله إلا أنت، خلقتني وأنا عبدك، وأنا على عهدك ووعدك ما استطعت. أعوذ بك من شر ما صنعت. أبوء لك بنعمتك علي وأبوء بذنبي، فاغفر لي فإنه لا يغفر الذنوب إلا أنت. اللهم أنت ربي، لا إله إلا أنت، خلقتني وأنا عبدك، وأنا على عهدك ووعدك ما استطعت. أعوذ بك من شر ما صنعت. أبوء لك بنعمتك علي وأبوء بذنبي، فاغفر لي فإنه لا يغفر الذنوب إلا أنت. أستغفر الله العظيم الذي لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم وأتوب إليه. أستغفر الله العظيم الذي لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم وأتوب إليه. أستغفر الله العظيم الذي لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم وأتوب إليه. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك، أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت، أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك، أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت، أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك، أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت، أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد عبدك ورسولك النبي الأمي، وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما، عدد ما أحاط به علمك وخط به قلمك وأحصاه كتابك. وارض اللهم عن ساداتنا أبي بكر وعمر وعثمان وعلي، وعن الصحابة أجمعين، وعن التابعين وتابعيهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون، وسلام على المرسلين، والحمد لله رب العالمين.
الله أكبر، الله أكبر، الله أكبر، الله أكبر. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله، أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله، أشهد أن محمد رسول الله، أشهد أن محمد رسول الله. حي على الصلاة، حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
اللهم رب هذه الدعوة التامة والصلاة القائمة آت محمد الوسيلة والفضيلة وبعثه مقاما محمودا الذي وعدته إنك لا تخلف الميعاد. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. جزاكم الله خيرا for joining, and I'll see you all tomorrow inshallah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Subhanak Allahumma wa bihamdik.
Oh, I just done it.
Oh, sorry about that. I had to quickly get my fast. No worries. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum assalam.